I am live. I am live. I am live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm not sure what I got going up here. That's not what I want. That's what I want to go in there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Ida and Esther. Looks like you got your numbers up. You just posted them in the wrong thread, but that's absolutely okay. The world will not come to an end. Not a big deal at all, but good job in getting your numbers posted up. For those of you that missed the 7-day prospecting challenge blitz that I put out here on Sunday, today we're on day 4. Got some exciting stuff to do today. Saturday is going to be off the chain, so I'm trying to get some stuff up here. We go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So this is going to be some really cool training we've got going on tonight. It's going to be, I think we're talking about prospecting on pages, page prospecting, which is really cool. Neat way to get leads. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to let this push across all my platforms. I know I'm not supposed to go live until right about now, but we are up and running. Feel free to drop by and tell me what part of the country you're chiming in from. Hey, Miss Kendra, Rockstar Yates, absolutely awesome. I'm so excited about the Coaches Q&A tomorrow. That's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome for those of you that are in the 100K Inner Circle coaching group and getting coached. It's going to be nice to be on that in that training tomorrow, doing the Q&A. That's going to be real exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Tonight we're going to talk about prospecting on pages, and I've got sort of a little bonus training that I ran across today I want to get into before we're going to do that. If I can find my mouse, there it is. Got a couple of different screens going on up here. So I'm going to bring that down. Let's see. Let's close that. Leave that open. We've got that open. Right on, right on, right on. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh man, that looks like a good article too. Got some good stuff going on. So day 4, which is crazy, crazy cool day. Got up this morning and the internet was down. So I was like, no. So cool thing about it is I have my iPhone and my iPad. So I went and did some stuff. Hey, Millennia, thanks for swinging by. What is going on? Hopefully you guys got your numbers posted. So far our winners. Yesterday our winner was Donna Langley. She won the Proven Guide to Grow Your Network Marketing Business. The day before that, who was our winner? Day before that, Miss Woods. She won our social media script book. And our day 1 winner was Mr. Heath Rutherford, and he won the Freakishly Effective Social Media for Network Marketing, which is absolutely cool book. So we've got another gift we're giving away tonight for a winner that took action and posted their numbers up tonight. So for those, and I know Ida and Esther, thanks a lot for posting your numbers in this thread. It's absolutely okay. And I know it gets a little bit confusing, but if you scroll down on my timeline, there's actually a Saturday post on there that says prospecting. I don't know why it says Saturday at 9:15. Oh, that's because that's where it started. So that's where you're supposed to post your numbers, because our actual day 1 was Sunday, but it's actually Saturday. It says prospecting Blitz challenge post. I actually posted it late Saturday about 9:15 for everybody to put their numbers on and just report and comment and celebrate everybody for their achievements. So good job, everybody that's rolling through the day. It looks like Dr. Gardner, she got 100 out of 94. Keith Henderson got 13 out of 8 as his goal. And of course, it's just the top number for reaching out. It looks like Allison did 26 for 26. Awesome. Latoya got 43 of her 53. 7 responded. Absolutely cool. Jennifer got 51 for 10. wow, she definitely ranked it up there. It might have been 10 or 51. Looks like Diane, she did 127 reach outs, 36 responses, 14 no's. That is absolutely cool. Cool. See, Miss Woods did, her goal was 20 and she did 4. Danny's goal was 30 and he did 40. And Das was 35 for 35. Donna looks like, whoops, and it just jumped on me. So anyway, the numbers are up there. Truly appreciate everybody jumping in, participating, and playing to win and stretching. So what are some of the things that you've learned so far in the challenge? Feel free to comment below. What are your takeaways so far? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about numbers? What have you learned about fitting it into your schedule? And has it helped you straighten out your DMO? I know Kyle decided he wanted to start doing follow-ups and using index cards. He started using index cards for follow-up. And I told you yesterday I use a combination of Google Docs and my journal for following up. My brain is all over the place because I'm really excited about training tonight. So I've got a lot of stuff to go over. So I'm not going to keep you guys. I want to jump into this really quick. So keep posting your numbers, and hopefully this will get into a habit for you. You can move these numbers over and maybe create yourself some kind of spreadsheet like on Google Docs, or if you use a journal, something like this, you could write them in your journal daily. What your goal is for that day, how many people you actually reached out to, how many people responded, how many tools you sent out. And of course, you probably want to throw another column in there for follow-ups. How many follow-ups did you complete? And of course, then how many customers did you get? And your goal in this whole entire process, when you're setting goals, it should never be, I'm going to get 10 customers today, or I'm going to get 4 reps today, because you're setting yourself up for failure. Because there's absolutely no way, unless you have some kind of magic globe that you can see into the future, there's no way that you're going to be able to predict, guess, Ouija board, or anything else that I'm kicking my DMO's butt. Absolutely awesome. Yep, my DMO is kicking my butt. Yeah, so what's cool about that, and I'm glad you brought that up. So let me talk about setting goals, and I'm going to come back. So when you set your goals, your number one goal, the only goal that you ever should set is how many people are going to reach out to. And some people say, well, how many people are going to follow up with? You don't know that either. The reason you don't know, now you may know, and I'll backtrack on that a little bit. You may know that you have 7 people that responded yesterday that you have to follow up with today, because it's a given number. You know that many people responded yesterday. So that's not really setting a goal. That's taking an action. Your action is to follow up with those people. You could call it a goal. It shouldn't be a goal. It should just be that I'm going to follow up with these people. That should be a mission, less than a goal. So your goal is, I'm going to reach out to 20 people. You know you're going to do that. You don't know how many people are going to respond. You don't know how many people are going to enroll. For example, I went in and I looked at my dashboard today, and I had 3 customers that were in there. And so I'm sending messages to them saying, so where did you find me? Because I did a lot of stuff on Instagram, and I posted a lot of stuff on Facebook just from curiosity posts. And I go out and do some stuff, and I sent some links to some people a long time ago. And the one lady says, oh, well, you sent me this like 6 months ago. And I'm like, wow, was it that long ago? And I mean, this is June, so yeah, I was doing this 6 months ago, so it was pretty cool. So she just took action and enrolled and got signed up as a customer. So I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. And I think that's part of my fault, because I didn't follow up with her. Somehow she fell through the follow-up cracks, or she might be on my follow-up list and just haven't got to that 6-month follow-up point yet. Either way, that's very cool. So sometimes that just happens when you start prospecting a lot. Sometimes you'll just say, where did this person come from, or where did that customer come from? Or maybe somebody you sent an overview to. It was really cool. I was talking about the gentleman that I sent that asked me for the information. I sent it to him, then he got crazy analytical on me, which was sort of fun in a geeky sort of way, and had a conversation. I told him good luck and all the stuff that he's doing, but that's sitting in his inbox. He's probably just tugging at him. He's probably like, who am I going to watch this? And matter of fact, I had 2 other people go and watch my presentation today that were from like old long ago. And I'm like, that's very cool. They watched the presentation. They went all the way through. So I sent them a message on that to do. So it really does help if you're putting you're reaching out to those people, because there would be no way that I could guess. Now I can look on my spreadsheet and see that whatever today is, and I showed you that a little bit yesterday on the Google Docs spreadsheet. So if I type in today's date, 6/17/20, it's going to tell me how many people I'm going to follow up with today. And I guess for my goal, my personal goal would be I've got to accomplish those, I got to complete those follow-ups. So a better mission statement to be in there rather than say complete 17 follow-ups to be complete today's follow-ups. That would be like a daily task. Like this is my daily task to complete today's follow-ups. But it's not a goal. It's a task mission that you're going to set. So a little bit different idea in terms of setting that up. So just wanted you to think about that. Your DMO, and this is really cool. When you start pushing those big numbers, it's going to push your day around. It's going to move your schedule. And you say, well, I know Latoya, she's on here. She's rocking, and she's like so excited. She's like, oh man, because we had a team call every night. We have like an accountability call at 9 o'clock. And she's on the call. She's like, man, I want to go out and reach out to more people, because she's excited that she's knocking on all these doors, right? She's knocking on all these doors. People are responding to her. She's sending out follow-up links, but now she's going to start to create this big, huge snowball of follow-ups. And I said, you got to make sure you're ready for that. So start putting them on your spreadsheet. So put their LinkedIn profile or their Facebook URL so that you have them there. So when you start doing follow-ups, you just click on that profile link and it opens up their profile and you can follow up with them and you close it. So you don't have to try and roll back through and try to, search them on Facebook by name. You're actually clicking on their URL link. So make sure that if you're doing it electronically, I don't know how you can do that in a log, because you're gonna have to write their name down and manual write it down. Then you have to physically go back and you're gonna have to type in their name in Facebook or LinkedIn, and it's gonna have to come up. To me, that's a little extra step. To me, it's easier on a Google Docs spreadsheet, because I just open up today, I search for June 17th, I click on the link, it opens up, I send them a message for whatever day follow-up they're on, I close it, or I open all the tabs for that day, follow up, boom, and I'm next. And I even suggested that same technique for my wife, because she's doing all her stuff for her boutique, is when she gets a sale for a customer, most of them are coming off of social media, or most of them have a social media profile, is to grab their social media profile, put what they bought, when they bought it, and of course when she wants to sort of send them a newsletter through Messenger, she can say, hey, today's specials are, and she can actually drop them a newsletter simply by clicking on their link, sending them a newsletter and saying, hey, today's special, we've got buy one, get one free, we've got 50% off, buy one of these, get one of those. And she can actually communicate through them through Messenger in an email in a fashion where she can send them, have their contact information right up front. So I know that wasn't in the network marketing sphere, but you can do that with anybody that you're doing business with on social media. Now, of course, your goal would be to put them on an email list, to get all those people moved over to an email list. It's a whole nother training way down the road about list building, and list buildings are priceless, because when you have a big list, if Facebook happens to go away, you still got your list. If Instagram goes away, you still got your list. If TikTok goes away, you still got your list. If Twitter goes away, you still have your list. So it never goes away regardless of what's happening with the social media platform that you're working on. So very, very important there. So let's jump into this a little bit. Absolutely awesome. So excited to get moving forward. Excited about tonight's giveaway. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be a little bit different, and I'm thinking, we'll see here. So we're going to talk about prospecting on pages tonight, and how I'm going to hopefully get in here, and hopefully everything moves fast enough. I'm going to give you a general peek and a general idea on the process. If you are in the 100K inner circle, go watch Kaylee's training. This is exactly the same thing. If you're not in that, or you're not in Rank Makers, you're not familiar, this is going to be maybe brand new for you. It's a real cool way to prospect and get in touch with people. And then, of course, I'm going to share my message with you that I share with people as well. So that'll be an option for you to do something. If I can get it up here, go to Messenger and close that one. So I just make sure I'm all prepped here. Yes, here it is. All right, so I've got that Messenger. So first of all, I just wanted to talk about what is my title tonight on that? 7 wealthy mentalities for successful people. I'm going to go into these really quick. One, goals are golden. It's no secret that there's a positive correlation between setting goals and overall productivity. Professionals who have a measurable goal, remember I was talking about track and measure, a measurable goal to work for, are far more productive than those who are just winging it. So again, set your goals, right? Set down and track them. So what's going to happen at this 7 days, you can all go back and sit down and look at. So I set this goal. I reached out to this many people. I got this kind of, remember, you don't know what the results are because they're going to go like this. Because some of the actions that we took this week for prospecting aren't going to kick in until next week or maybe even next month or maybe 6 months from now, right? So you don't know where those are, and those are sort of freebies. So if you continuously do your 35 reach outs or 40 reach outs or 50 reach outs, or you take and create, like I did last week, I did my own personal prospecting blitz where my goal was 80 people. It was 40 people on LinkedIn and 40 people on Facebook, and it kicked my butt. And but it gave me some room to grow some muscle. I came out with some real sore muscles, like, dang, I didn't quite get my goal, but at least I knew where I could max out, and I knew where I could adjust my daily method of operation, where, oh man, I need to get up a little bit earlier. Yay, less sleep. Woo-woo. So get up a little bit earlier if I need to, or I can simply say, okay, my average was 67. So I know my sweet spot number, if I want to keep everything the same, is 67 every day. If I want to stretch that, I'm going to have to give up something somewhere else. Get up a little bit earlier, stay up a little bit later, maybe do something a little bit different through my day to be able to get those extra numbers in there. But my average was 67 a day. So I know that based on my current daily method of operation, that I can knock out 67 prospecting messages and I can do it in about an hour. So I can do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon. I can break it up into 20, 20, 20, whatever. But I know that I can do that roughly in an hour. I know Dr. Gardner said, I think she said she did 100 in an hour or something like that. But again, you got to have a system in place. And I'm going to show you some of those that might work out for you to help you out a little bit to get so you can move through it really, really fast and get those messages out, and hopefully won't get kicked off of social media. So before you do cold prospecting, you need to work your way into it slowly. So before you go out and say, I'm going to send out 100 messages, you need to have some social media in action. So before you do this, what I would suggest you do is you go do a 10, 10, and 10. And basically what a 10, 10, and 10 is go into Messenger to your friends in Facebook Messenger. There's, I know on the bottom of the phone, there's like the little talk quote thing, and then there's the three little heads. Click on the three little heads, scroll all the way to the bottom, and open up 10 people, or send messages to 10 people and just say, hey, want to swing by, see how you're doing, just wanted to say hi, it's been a while, and have a little micro conversation. Do that 10 times, and then go to stories and open up stories and go through stories real quick and comment on 10 people's stories, and make a real legitimate comment. Throw some hearts, throw some comments. If you see something you don't like, just pass it up. Find some stories to comment on and do that. And then go through your timeline, scroll through your timeline and find some stuff. Try not to do it in groups, try to do it in non-group posts. So go find some people, comment on. And one of the things you can really help you grow, sort of drive deep, is find one of your friends that has mutual friends, go comment on them, and then click on mutual friends and go comment on them and click on another mutual friend, and it sort of drives deep down through there, and it pulls them up to the front. So now you've got all those people you've commented. Then you go out and you do some cold message prospecting. Facebook's going to go, oh, this is normal activity. If you do that on a regular basis, Facebook is going to see that you're being social, and they're not going to punish you so much for sending out cold marketing. I haven't got kicked to the curb yet on Facebook for sending out messages. I haven't been put in Facebook jail, and I just knocked out like 94 today and didn't get booted. So very, very cool. But I also did some pause breaks in there. It was more like, I don't know, 35, 35, and 35, or 30, something like 30, 30, and 30. But irregardless, if you have regular interaction and everybody that's in this group, you can interact with each other. That counts. You know, Facebook doesn't care who you talk to, whether they're friends, close friends, or somebody. If you get on Facebook and have normal conversations, go in and comment and just have some normal conversations. And you could do 10, 10, and 10 in about 10 minutes. It's just fast. I mean, you can send out 10 Facebook messages to your friends, and literally it's fast. It's like, and do the same thing on stories, and then scroll through, and it shouldn't take more than about 5 or 6 minutes to do that. Then go and do some cold prospecting. So let's get back to talking about goals. So number one, wealthy people. If you guys would like this whole article, you can shoot me a message. I'll get it over to you. Absolutely cool. So 7 mentalities of successful wealthy people. 1 is setting goals. Goals are golden. Number 2, the future is more important than the present. This concept from the subjective standpoint is debatable. You could easily argue that living in the moment is more important than worrying about your future. But people who are future oriented, that is to say, people who make decisions based on future payoffs, are far more likely to be successful. So this is the thing that we know with everything that was going on with the COVID-19 and everything else that was going on with all the riots and everything that was happening. There's some people that were just living in the moment, and you'd send them a prospecting message and they were all like, well, it's COVID, I can't do anything right now. I'm like, I'm stuck right here in the right here and the now. One of the things that we've been talking about on my regular daytime job is the digital retail, the automotive digital retail that's fixing to kick in and just go full gangbusters. People don't want to spend hours and hours and hours at a dealership. They want to be able to go, maybe go on a test drive a vehicle, figure out they like it, then they want to be able to sit down behind their computer and DocuSign everything and have the car show up in their driveway. They don't want to spend 4 hours of their day or 5 hours of their day at a dealership when they could literally go test drive a car, take 30 minutes to figure out whether or not they like it, and then come home and sit behind a computer for 10 or 15, 20 minutes. They could watch a presentation on finance, they could watch a presentation on the car, they could sign all the documents, they could hit agree or put their eyeball up or push a thumb or whatever, or electronically sign it, or they could even get on a video and say, hey, I agree to all the terms and conditions, or whatever they need to do, electronic automobile sales, and have the car show up in their driveway the next day and never have to go to the dealership and have a product specialist come out and present it and show them how to work all the gadgets and maybe spend 30 minutes with them in their driveway, tell them later, see you later, and then they've got their own life. So rather than have to spend an entire Saturday trying to buy a car, they can spend their Saturday with their loved ones. So for people that can see that vision down the road and get ahead of that, rather than trying to play catch up, like, oh, everybody else, then we better jump on the bandwagon. It's a little bit late. So for those of you that can see that vision and you can see something coming and you understand that I probably need to put myself in front of this rather than behind it, it's very important. So failure isn't a bad thing. The fear of failure permeates our society as it leads millions in their lives to live complacency. For example, if you're working in a job and you hate with a pay and advancement ceiling, you have the option to quit and start your own business, but you're afraid of failing, so you never give it a shot. For all of those here, we know that doesn't really pertain to us because fear of failing isn't. And I'm going to take that back. One of the things that I'll say this, I wish Latoya was on here. I don't know if she is or not. But one of the things that was really cool to see her, she's so excited. The smile on her face could have broke her ears. It was so big because she took action. She took massive action. She started reaching out to a bunch of people, and she basically released that fear because she was like hesitant. She's like, I don't know what's going to happen. But then when she started reaching out, she's like, wow, this is pretty cool. And now she's sort of like in the mood. She's addicted to the prospecting. She's addicted to her activity. She's getting cool responses. She's staying level, so she's not freaking out like, yeah, I got somebody. She just, okay, I got somebody that wants to see the presentation. Great, you send it. I got somebody that said no, boom, I move on. I got somebody that didn't reply, bang, I keep moving on. And as long as you maintain that level headedness in your prospecting, you're going to be okay. But if you every time somebody requests a presentation from you, you freak out and go, yeah, and you spend all day with that person and you're trying to convince them to join. No, you send them a presentation and you move on to the next step. They're either going to be in or out. And I had a young lady today that said she wasn't interested. And I said, thanks, really appreciate you replying back. It looks like you've got a lot of good things going on. Curious, would you be open to taking a look at my services to see if they might be something that would be a fit for you? And she said, absolutely, sure. I said, great. I just need your email and your phone number, and I'll get you over a link so you can get enrolled and you can try our services. She's like, she sent her email and phone number just like that. Boom, I got her set up. And in 2 minutes, I had a customer. And that's the process of having that confidence of knowing what to say next when somebody says no. And the only way you're going to learn that is by reaching out to people and pausing for a second and say, okay, what's the next natural step? What do I need to do next? Where do I need to move this person to try and either get a sale as a customer or move them forward and move them into being a team member? So, and I would never, ever, if somebody says no to your opportunity, don't just turn around and send them a link and say, hey, check out my products. No, just don't do that. Okay, that's not cool. Opportunities exist everywhere. Opportunities arise when you least expect them. They may take the form of hidden strengths in an idea where you're about to toss or potential partnership with a stranger you met in a coffee shop. When you adopt this mindset that opportunities truly exist everywhere, I call it the 10-foot money circle. If you come within 10 feet of me, I'm talking to you, and I'm going to see what you got going on. And if there's a good chance that I sort of like what you have to say, you might end up getting a digital business card from me with my contact details on it. And it's going to tell me when you open up that digital business card, which is really cool. And then, of course, now it's all over from there because I have all your contact details, right? Calculated risk. Number 5, calculated risks are important. Risks are scary, but without them, there's substantially less room to grow. Studies suggest that the wealthiest, most successful professionals of our time are ones who weren't afraid to take calculated risks. That's an entire deep subject right there. We're not going to go into it right now because I want to show you how pages work, and I want to keep you guys here all night. Number 6, consistency. Consistency is good until it becomes prohibitive. There's the catch. So this is a complicated mental state to try and achieve, but it's an important one. For the most important, consistency is incredibly important. For example, it's one of the goals to accrue wealth through investments. You have to invest a certain amount of money every month or you'll lose momentum. However, there's a point at which consistency does more harm than good. When it starts to lead you down the wrong path, such as when you develop a bad habit, consistency for watching Netflix all day, or consistency for being on Instagram and doing nothing, or consistency for being on Pinterest, or consistency for every time you get ready to take action, you get up and you go to the scuttlebutt and waste a bunch of time, or you go out and do a smoke break, or whatever it happens to be. Your habits, and we're talking about this, I think I did a post, your habits will determine your future, right? What you do, your habits right now, every single thing that you do from this moment forward is going to dictate your future. So it's very, very important that you understand that sometimes your consistency can be a bad thing if you're being consistent in the wrong habit. Nothing, number 7, I love this one, nothing is ever perfect. And when we're talking about scripts, people are always reaching out, so what's your script? So scripts can be tweaked just a little bit, and I'm going to share this one with you because I said I was. So it's our standard one. I reached out and I said, name, I know we don't know each other, and this is page prospecting, so we're going to jump into this. I'm going to show you how this works. I know we don't know each other, but I saw your profile on the Success Magazine page. I ran across your profile on the Success Magazine page. I'm expanding my business into the Houston, Texas area, and I'm curious, do you keep your options open to look at additional income opportunities? If you do, let me know. I'll share the information with you. If not, thank you for your time, respectfully. That's my script. You see, I've adjusted a little bit. The basic script that you guys have, if you got that, works exactly the same way. It's saying the same thing. I'm asking them, I'm telling them we don't know. I told her we don't know each other. I told her where I ran across her profile in Success Magazine, connection, micro rapport building right there, right? I said, I'm expanding my business in the Houston, Texas area because I saw in her profile, that's where she's from. Curious, do you keep your options open to look at additional income opportunities? I'm asking, do you keep your options open to looking at additional income opportunities? If you do, let me know and I'll share some information. If not, thank you for your time, respectfully. And of course, she replies back, thanks for reaching out, Forrest. I'm currently enrolled in an online marketing program, though I'm always interested in discussing and discovering new opportunities. I wouldn't mind hearing some more information about your business. That's the conversation. So the script that you use, how you reach out to people, the scripts that I shared with you, you can adjust them to make them your own, but you've got to make sure that you're not doing a sales pitch. One, you address the elephant in the room. I know we don't know each other. You might do some micro rapport building. I ran across your profile on Success Magazine or Cycling page or wherever you ran across them so they understand the coach page, wherever you're connecting with them at that level, right? You saw them on that page. The reason I'm reaching out to you is I'm expanding my business into your area. Curious, you might be able to take a look at some additional ways to earn some income, a side hustle, however you want to adjust that. If not, absolutely okay, no big deal. And as I close this one out, I said, if you do, let me know and I'll share the information. If not, thank you for your time, respectfully, right? And I changed it up a little bit because I wanted to go just a little bit more on the professional side. Thank you for your time, respectfully. And I don't have to put my name because she can see who it's from. But that was a little bit different twist on that script, but basically it covers all the bases. I addressed the elephant in the room, told them why I was connecting with them, asked them if they were open to look in, and I gave them out at the end. And I said, you know, not a big deal if not. If not, that's absolutely okay. So that's how you let them out. Let's jump over here, and I'm going to do a screen share. Let me flip over the screen. Hopefully Facebook will move like I want it to move, and I can show this to you guys. So be patient here. Let's jump on this, and we'll hit share screen. And watch, every messenger in the room is going to pop up. I think Amy just said something about the Prospecting Blitz Challenge. All right, so this is, if you guys haven't guessed, this is the Aston Martin DBS Vantage convertible, sexiest car on the planet, in my opinion. If you can see this page okay. So you'll notice in this post, right down in this area, it says 9,900 likes, or whatever you want to call those, 282 comments. Now this is where the magic comes in, 540 shares. So those are people that have something in common with something that I like. So I'm going to click on the 540 shares. And it's going to run a little bit slow here. And guess what it does? It opens up people. It opens up people. And when we're prospecting, these are the people that we're looking for. So in a nutshell, and it's running here really slow, so I'm going to talk my way through this. So I clicked on the shares. You see, I found a post that had a lot of shares. There's 540 people in this one post, just under the shares. There's 282 comments, and there's 9,000 likes. That's 9,000 people on this one post. I don't ever have to go anywhere else to look for people for the next, I don't know, for a while, right? So you'll see all these people pop up, and you'll hear, I know Kaylee talks about it, she does hers a little bit different. I'm a little bit more of a rebel in this case. So what I'll do is, one is I want to make sure they have a globe right here, right? They have the little world right here. There's not a private profile like this guy doesn't have. Well, actually he does. He has a globe. So I'm going to right click it. I'm going to go through these guys, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to open them into a tab. And as I go through and I right click it, I hit like. So right click like, and as I right click it, you have to do this on a computer. It's not going to work on your iPad or your phone. If you try to do it on your phone, you're going to have to open it up, close it, come back, and that's going to take you forever. I accidentally clicked on the image on him or on the post, and you're going to go through these. And you're going to scroll through these, and you notice like this person is on here several times. You right click it, open it up, right click it, open it up, and as you go through, you're going to hit like. And you'll see some of these have comments in here, and some of them don't. This is a page that liked the page, so I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to skip that one. This is that same person again. This is another person. You can come in and you right click it. So you're going to right click it. You guys can see this. Come on. Right click, and it says open link in new tab. Open link in new tab. So I clicked open link in new tab. You'll see it opens up here at the top. It starts running, opens up at the top. And my computer's run a little bit slow because my resources are in the toilet. So you're going to come down here, and I can do this 50 times, right? Open tab, open tab, open tab, open tab, open tab, like. I might skip around on here. The reason I hit the likes is because when I come back to this same post tomorrow, I don't want to have to reopen these guys. I can scroll all the way to the bottom of the last one that I like. Let's say, for example, I get down to this person here, this Kawizan, and this happens to be the last person that I prospected. I hit the like, so tomorrow when I come back here, I'm going to scroll down till I see the last like that I liked. And there's always going to be new ones on top, so if there's some new ones on top, you can activate those. You can go through and add those and tab those and scroll down and work your way through this entire list of 542 people as I'm reaching out to them, skipping around. And the ones that I comment on, I can come back and comment. So for example, I would open up the comment here. So here's how it works. I got all their tabs open. I've got my prospecting message that says, hey, I know we don't know each other. I ran across your profile on the Aston Martin DBS post. I'm expanding my business into the area, or however you want to say that. If you see on their profile, so you're going to be able to see on their profile where they're at or what profession they have. So you can do either one or both. Hey, I see that you're a professional soccer player. You know, I've worked with a lot of soccer players. I'm expanding my business. Curious you open to take a look at other opportunities. Or I see that you live in Mumbai, India, and I'm expanding my business into Mumbai. Curious you might be able to take a look at what I'm doing. So curious if you keep your options open, take a look at the additional income opportunities, however you want to say that, right? If you do, let me know, and I'll share some additional information with you. If not, thanks for your time. Appreciate you, or however you want to close that out. Just use your own language in that. And of course, respectfully, and I always just like to say respectfully at the end, but here's the cool thing about it is, right, this is a cold prospect, so the chances of them seeing something, I don't know why this is popping up here, probably hovered over it, but I'm going to hit the like. Just running real slow. I'm gonna hit like, and then on comments, I'm gonna say I absolutely love the Aston Martin DBS. Can't wait to get one in my driveway. And then I'm gonna say P.S. I sent you a private message, or P.S. Check your inbox. I sent you a message. That's how you cold prospect on pages, and you can do this over and over and over and over. And it's as simple. And I apologize. This thing is just running so slow. Can't wait till I get my new computer here. So let's go ahead and close that down. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and stop the screen share. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. Again, if you're in the 100K Inner Circle group and you have not watched Kaylee's training on prospecting using pages, she uses this exact same technique, and she goes really fast. I mean, she actually did a live demo where she went through each individual one and worked it up and went through it really, really fast. Again, you need a laptop or computer to be able to do this on the open tab that won't work on an iPhone or a tablet or a smartphone or anything like that. You actually have to do it on a computer to prospect that way, to prospect on pages. So you're on the page, you got the tabs open, right? So you got your tabs open, you send a message to them. You can go to their profile and look on their profile. And if they have an open profile, do not friend them. Do not send them a friend request. Do not send them a friend request. Do not send them a friend request. Open their profile. If you can comment on one of their threads, go down and find a cool comment, open it up and say, hey, that's really cool. P.S. I just sent you a private message, or sent you a message to your inbox, or check your inbox and send you a message. However you say it, it's up to you. Or if you can't do it on the profile, you go back to the original post. I would go back to the Aston Martin DBS post. I'd find out where they are on there. And if I can comment, I comment. If not, just move on. Don't worry about it. Just leave it in the inbox and move on to the next one, right? So that's prospecting. You can do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Is it in Rankmakers Live 2022, Kendra? It might be. So for those of you that are going to Rankmakers Live in October, I can't wait to be there. Last year was the inaugural launch, I guess, of Rankmakers Live. This year is going to be bigger, better, faster. They've got awesome speakers there. If you didn't get a chance to go to a company event and you need an event to go to, highly recommend Rankmakers Live in Orlando. It's going to be cool. I can't wait. I'm going to be there. I think most of the people that are chiming in here are going to be there. It's going to be cool, 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 cool. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Looking forward to giving all the high fives and the hugs and talking to everybody and seeing everybody at Rankmakers Live. So tomorrow, don't let me forget to do the spinning wheel thing tonight, you guys. So tomorrow, and let's see. Give me 1 second. I gotta remember the title. I'm actually giving away a book today. You notice there's sort of a theme here, right? But I'm telling you something. Saturday is going to be really cool. It's going to be fun. You guys can go, wow, it's so cool. Where is my iPad? The book that I'm going to give away tonight is Freakishly Effective Leadership. I believe is what it's called. Freakishly Effective Leadership for Network Marketers, but I want to verify the title. This is the one that I gave away before. It was Freakishly Effective Social Media for Network Marketing. And I believe the other one is Freakishly Effective Leadership for Network Marketers. Where is my Kindle reader? Where are you at? Where are you at here? I just want to make sure I got the right title for that. I had it opened and it went in one eyeball and not the other. So you do not have to be perfect. So very, very cool leadership book for the winner tonight. And I'll actually post the title here when I find it so I don't keep you guys looking. Very absolutely awesome. Definitely something to use if you're growing a team or you've got a small team and you want to like explode your team into the next level. Definitely a book to read. Certainly got some chock full information in there that you're absolutely going to love. So let's go over to the wheel. Let me open up the wheel of randomness. The wheel of random names. I'm going to hit shuffle here. It's shuffled. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to do a screen share for everybody. All right. I'm going to do the share screen. Click on the wheel. So I'm going to spin this wheel here. And then just for about, not too long here, maybe just for like 2 or 3 minutes. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to throw them up. I'm going to go ahead and hit spin the wheel, and we're going to see where our winner is tonight. And it's spinning. Did Miss Woods just win again? What? Oh my God. Absolutely cool. So Miss Woods, you are the second winner. And the cool thing about being the second winner, if you want to defer and pass your gift on to somebody else, you can. Absolutely not required to. You can definitely keep the gift. Or if you'd like me to spin the wheel again, I can. Absolutely cool. Totally up to you if you would like to keep the gift. Again, it's Freakishly Effective Leadership for Network Marketers. And I will definitely get that out to you if you want to. Yep. That's 2 times in 1 week you've won. So your options are you can keep the gift, totally cool. You can give it to somebody else, or if you want, I can spin the wheel again. So I'm just going to wait for you to reply and let me know what you want to do. Absolutely no deal. There's no limit on the number of times you can win, because you actually might win the grand prize on Saturday too. You never know. So that would be very, very cool. Yay, she says, oh my God, yay, she's so happy. And the other cool thing about it too is you can get the book and you also give it to a team member. So Devon says, spin it again. Babe, you're not going to win. I'm going to put you on your own. I'm going to put you on your own wheel. I'm going to put her on her own wheel. I'm going to give her her own spin wheel there. So absolutely cool. Let me close through to stop the screen share. Yay. So glad. Winner, chicken dinner number 2. That's pretty cool. One twice in like, that's what, 2 days, 3 days. So cool deal. Promise you guys it is not rigged. It's completely, I hit the little shuffle thing on it. It shuffles everybody's names around, and I hit spin, and it just stops wherever it stops. So that's very, very cool. Yeah, Devon, spin again. I'm going to give Devon her own spin wheel, you guys. So no matter where it stops, she's going to win. So in saying that, so just a couple of things really quick. Tomorrow we're going to talk about LinkedIn and target market. Who's your audience? So that's going to be cool. We're going to talk about building an avatar. So the homework for tonight, in addition to posting your numbers by 8:15 tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be at 10:15 again, because I've got a coaching call at 7, and I've got a coaching Q&A at 7:30. Or 8:30 or whatever time it is. Yeah, I've got those going on. think, wait a minute. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to make the 8:15 for us tomorrow. Side note, Devon is my mom's middle name. Mine is Levon. Oh, that is so, Kendra, why did you bring it up? You know you started something, right? Oh my God. It's not, it's just sort of going downhill. And for those of you that have not heard Kendra's Tennessee accent, it's absolutely adorable. It kills me. It's cute as heck. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Tomorrow's LinkedIn training is going to be off the chain. We're going to talk about a target avatar. Your homework tonight for tomorrow, and you don't have to post it anywhere. It's just more for you, is to get out a notebook, get out your journal, wherever, and think about who your target person is, right? Who's that person that you can put in that box that's going to be the person that when you're out on social media scrolling around, you know exactly who they are, what they look like, what their demographics is, where they live, are they married, have kids, or their mom, do they need to lose weight? Who are they? You know, they're not just somebody with a face, but who are they? What kind of money do they have? Do they have a disposable income so that when they have to spend $100 or $200 a month on your product or whatever it is, that they continually show up, and it's not going to be like, you know, who do you want that person to be? You know, what do they look like? What is their name? You can get that avatar name. It can be Sam, Jim, Susie, whatever you want to call them, right? So we're going to talk about that in depth tomorrow, about exactly how to go in and build that avatar, so that you know when you're standing in line at Starbucks and your avatar radar goes off and you hear them talking, you go to Dog in the Hut and you go, Shaboom. I couldn't help but overhear that you said blah, 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 and you're scoping them out. You notice they got a nice pair of really expensive shoes on, and you check out their watch, and you notice they got a really nice watch, and you look at their suit, and they've got some triple stitches in their shirt. Maybe they got their cuffs rolled back, and they've got the insignia in the cuffs, and you know that this dude or this dudette is made out of money, and you can talk to them and say, hey, blah, 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 and you build a little bit of micro rapport, and you say, hey, curious. Just out of taking a long shot here. I know we don't know each other. We just met each other here in the coffee shop. I'm doing some business expansion in the area. You seem like somebody that might be a good fit for what I'm doing. Do you keep your options open? This is straight up live conversation. And the other guy may say, hey, yeah, I do. What you got going? I'll tell you what, let me get your business card. I'm stopping to get coffee. I got to be in a meeting. But what I'll do as soon as I'm done with that meeting, I'll get some information to follow up with you. Is that cool? So you grab their information and you bail, right? I have a little Dolly Parton in my voice. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Dolly Parton, absolutely. So I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Again, I want to say, I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Nanuka? I hope I'm saying your first name right, man. If I'm not, just kill me. Do a voice. Send me a voice message on Voice Messenger and say your name, because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. For sure. So absolutely cool. Yeah. Oh, she's going for the big win. She says, third time's a charm. See you Saturday. I will see you guys tomorrow. So homework, figure out who that avatar is. We're going to do some LinkedIn training, which is going to be really cool. I'm excited about that. Don't forget to post your numbers by 8:15. I'm excited about that. Congratulations. Two-time winner, Miss Woods. Absolutely cool. Excited for that. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all your support. We will see you here tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to Saturday. I'm so excited about that. So I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. No more empty refrigerators. Scott made an extreme impact. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And broadcast.